did my speech over family farms versus corporate farming. Family farms and ranches are what sculpted our nation. Without these farms and ranches, there wouldn't be corporate farms. The difference between the two is money, obviously, but not in a great way. People of our nation are handing money to major corporations in other countries, while these family businesses are struggling to feed their own families. My family has 2 ranches, and both are almost non-existent. Our ranch was $1 million a year business and only made $20,000 last year, which has dramatically affected our family income. Not only my family, but many other families and ranches, farms, are having to sell cattle and land just to make it, especially right now, because they cannot afford to feed what they have. Corporate ranches and farms are killing our nation and families. I'm sure we all know or heard of someone who is self-employed with a small ranch or farm that is having trouble getting by because they can't compete with corporate pricing. Family ranches still have the best quality out there. I think if it is American made and a little more expensive, it is well worth it. It is easier to track where your crops come from and how they are grown. The quality you get depends on someone's hard work and time that was spent by them with passion, no matter if it is training a horse or raising cattle or growing crops. The quality difference in corporate products could come from lots of different things, like maybe the feed they're feeding cattle with could be the cheapest feed they could find, or use harmful pesticides on their food in order to make it last longer. There are a lot of ways that corporations could cut corners. I also believe that quality of service is way different between the two. More likely with a family ranch or farm, they would treat you as if you were their only customer and go beyond expectations to make a person happy. I also like dealing with the same people when I return to a place. Most of the time, it will always be the same people who will be at family farms for years. The price is often slightly more expensive when dealing with family ranches or farms because they don't have the buying power, nor do they cut corners on their work. I believe you get what you pay for. I may save money with something corporate, but I won't get the service or quality. Today, most people look for the cheapest thing they can get. Time is also a factor. Family ranches and farms have to compete against. They may not be able to produce all the things someone may want it as fast, and it may even require ordering something and having to wait. The family ranches and farms just don't have the money to have everything to suit every customer's needs, but they will do everything they can to make it happen as fast as possible. Big corporations' quality is not so great. They are consolidating farms, and that is what's putting people out of jobs and making it harder for people to get into the farming industry. Everything is done so fast and cheap that the quality is poor of whatever they are producing. And while they are being more efficient, they are killing our environment with pollution and contamination. Corporate's only concern is to produce. They don't care about the environment. A corporate ranch or farm is normally contracted and to an employee and not owned like family farms. The product may be harmful to our health or not as fresh as a family farm's products, and they are not concerned about it. The quality of service is not always the best, because the people you are asking questions are not the ones out in the field growing your food or raising the livestock. The people don't care about you because you are just another customer to them. The price, yeah, it is probably cheaper, but they are probably buying the cheapest materials and supplies that they can find to cut every corner they can. I don't think that helps us or our nation. Our nation is in a large amount of debt, and I think this is a big contribution to it. Corporations are getting things from other countries because it is cheaper, but how is that helping our nation? Yes, it costs the customer less, but in the long run, does it really? I think the small family businesses may be a little more expensive, but at least we aren't sitting here sending our hard-earned money to foreign countries and large corporations. Instead, we are supporting the people that surround us every day and need our help.